Hello, today I'm going to take you for a walk up this wee here mountain. That is what's called Plateaus Mountain, and my parents live just down the road, and I am lucky enough to be able to come and visit this place quite often. They've lived here since I was about 14, and I used to really take this place for granted because that's where my parents lived and that was totally uncool. But I have since grown to appreciate it. So I'm going to take you for a wee walk up this hill and give you a wee chat at the same time. Are you ready? Increasing your flexibility is very much similar to that. It's like climbing a big old mountain. It takes persistence, it takes time and patience. So my first tip for flexibility is to absolutely ensure that you stretch warm muscles. Meaning that you've done something like this, a good bout of brisk walking or hill walking, bit of jogging, even strength training, to get the circulation going. Make sure that muscle is really warm, the body is warm. You will dramatically see an increase in your flexibility when you do this. My next tip is the pain factor. A lot of people are saying that it's agony when they're doing their stretches, and I think, to be perfectly honest here, you do have to expect that it's gonna hurt. But the way in which you manage it is to take it to a point where it is mild discomfort, not actual pain. But I absolutely encourage you to stick with it because it will be worth it. My next tip is to not just rely on your static stretches to get your splits or better hip flexibility. I've seen a really good result from mixing up the kind of stretches that I do. So whether that be PNF stretches, which is to, I'm just going to stop before I fall over. Wow, look at that, amazing. So PNF stretches are what you do usually with a partner, or you can do it by yourself, and you take the stretch to a certain level and then you breathe out and then you take the stretch further. So, and you should see a gradual increase with the breath. Now the breath, which I'm not got very little of at the moment, is imperative if you want to get your stretches better, because breathing allows the muscles to relax, and it's the natural human response that when we are stretching we automatically tense up in order to protect the body. So you have to almost trick the body when you want to get better flexibility in order to let your stretch receptors, I think it is, to relax and help you go deeper into that stretch. So breathing, absolutely. Make sure that you give yourself enough time and each stretch, deep breathe, and you'll notice a real increase. Also try dynamic stretching, and I'll put a link down the bottom to some of my dynamic stretches. Moving stretches, hence the word dynamic. They are brilliant before your workout because they get your muscles ready for the workout you're going to do so you don't have an injury. And then of course there are your static stretches, which also help, and I always recommend doing static stretches after your workout when your muscles are warm. And again, for injury prevention, absolutely always do your static stretches. This is a big hint too. A lot of people say, I can't get my stretches, I'll get to a certain amount of progress and then I'll stop. It's usually because you're doing some kind of intense strength work or cardio, and when we do that the muscle shortens, and if you don't do your stretches after every workout that muscle stays short, hence you get stiff muscles. It's so important that you keep up your stretches, and that's probably the cycle you're seeing, is that you're doing your stretches so often, you're quitting, you're keeping doing your other type of exercises, not stretching, hence why your muscles get stiffer and stiffer. So keep up the stretching. So other factors of why your flexibility may not be increasing is because you're just not looking after yourself. So things like hydration, nutrition, sleep, they all play a part in how your body functions. I am in the jungle. How did I get here? This is where I go, face down. Okay, which way do I go? I'm gonna go this way. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, my, oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm not too good with heights, so this is different. Okay. Wow. So next hint for flexibility. Yoga. If you haven't already tried yoga, give it a go. A lot of people I hear say, oh, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. That's why yoga was invented. Well, I don't know, but one of the reasons why people do yoga is to increase their flexibility. So try a yoga class that's for beginners, and what is great about yoga is that it allows you to connect the mind and the body. A lot of us are so busy these days, we actually are just caning around, not even thinking about how our bodies are feeling. And so then we try to do our stretches and we're like, why won't it work? So in yoga, it forces you to look inside yourself, to deep breathe, to relax, maybe even meditate if you can. And it could be amazing what you discover in a yoga practice. A yoga teacher can teach you all kinds of different tips and tricks to allow you to open up your hips, increase the stretch in your hamstrings, which is what you need when you want to do the splits, and all kinds of things. So if you have not been to yoga yet, give it a go. Just going up the other side now, even higher. Oh man, that looks miles away. Shoot. Here I was thinking I was already at the top. Dumb. Just see the news now. Vlogger falls to death. We're making a video. And everyone goes, ha ha, good job. We're almost there! Made it to the top of the mountain. Oh, gross. That's high. Oh my god. That's close enough, I think. Lucky I have a selfie stick. Oh, gross. Wow. Making myself nervous. Next tip is to think about how you are doing your stretches. I often see a lot of people doing stretches incorrectly, and it's not your fault, it's just that you haven't been taught how to hold your body properly. So maybe you can seek help from a fitness professional to show you how to correctly do most of these stretches. And a lot of that comes down to your pelvis and how that is correctly placed, and how you lean forward, if you're leading with the chest or if you're rounding the back. A lot of these things will make a huge difference in whether you get your stretch correctly performed, and that it can always be easily remedied. So just before I take us back down the mountain, to finish off with, it's so important to respect where you're at in your fitness journey. Whatever your goal is, try not to compare yourself to others. Comparison is a thief of joy, as they say. And be kind to yourself. If you keep berating where you're at, keep talking negatively to yourself, then perhaps you're setting yourself up to fail. visualize that you're getting into those splits, and perhaps one day you will get there. So I hope these tips and tricks helped you in your pursuit to getting super flexy, and I hope you enjoyed your little walk up the mountain with me. If you like this video, give me a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, or give it a thumbs down, I don't care. Just tell me what you thought. Love to hear your feedback. Bye.